Hello YouTube, it's Mindbender here, and in the ongoing effort to continue to grow my Autobot army, I have built another Autobot. This is Cross Punch. And Cross Punch, just like his predecessor Wraith, was just an attempt to try and, experiment a little and find new transformations I can use to turn a car into a robot, and vice versa. And honestly, I think he turned out a little bit better than Wraith. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love how Wraith looks, I just kind of like this one a bit better, especially his colors. I love the bright yellow with the kind of darker blue and the white. Just all looks very, very sunny to me. Like, this looks like the kind of car you drive to the beach, and that makes me happy. The back is probably its least attractive viewing angle. I mean, it's still pretty good. It's just these two gray pieces down here that kind of ruin it for me. It's got the license plate back here, which is supposed to be there, so that looks nice, but overall, like I said, I very much love this car mode. Like with all my vehicles, you can open up the top and just grab a minifigure here and sit him right in the driver's seat. There we go, like so. And we just close the top back up. And now you've got a driver driving Cross Punch around town, which looks pretty cool. So like I said, overall, very happy with how this one turned out. So let's move on to transformation. So like I said, Cross Punch was built kind of from experimentation, and as such, he has a very experimental transformation. Kind of definitely something I've never tried before, so let's get into it. First off, you open up the roof pieces like so, and you kind of just detach the windshield, just kind of leave it there. Come to the back and just unclip the back pieces here. Nothing too extreme, and here is where it gets a little nuts. Come to the front of the car, split it in half, and just fold the entirety of the car down. Because these are going to become his legs. And I can already see we're going to need the camera higher, so do that real quick. Alright. So, these come down, we'll move these out to the side, flip down the backrest from the seat. Fold his head back, just get it out of the way. Now this windshield just kind of flips down like so, and this piece comes up, rotates around, and it actually, gotta line it up right, but it slots into the windshield. And that together forms kind of his chest plate, like so. Come down to his legs here, just kind of collapse them in so that they look like legs. Do the same thing on both sides. Now these pieces up here come up and form his shoulders. And this flips up, this comes down. Same thing on this side. Just real quick, form up an arm. There we go. Flips down, flips up. And last but not least, the head flips forward. Get him standing there. And there is Cross Punch in his robot mode. I think it becomes much more clear in his robot mode that Cross Punch was very clearly an experiment. He looks very, very different from most things I built, I think. And he's by far one of the most efficient builds I've ever made, I think. Mostly because, I say that because you can see there's not any extra bits hanging off him. I mean, you've got the pieces of the roof here up his shoulder pads, but I kind of feel those need to be there. I think they kind of help out with his look. But overall, every piece of car becomes a part of his body. There's no kibble hanging off of him. He's got no backpack. He's nothing but just bare bones robot. And I very much appreciate that. I'm really happy that he turned out that way. As you can also see, he's very tall, so we'll move him off to the side and we'll bring in the previous build, Wraith. And as you can see, he's much, much taller than a normal car robot that I've built, and I think that's alright. I think it gives him some variety when I put him next to the rest of my Autobots, so that's pretty cool. We'll get Wraith out of the way here. Now you can see down here, when you come down to his legs, he's got these mixel joints for hips, and that does mean his legs can only move out a little bit, so that's kind of hindering, but that's really the only hindrance on him. He's got, the T-joint up the head so he can look left and right, up and down. come to the back, you can see he's got very articulated shoulders with the mixel ball joints in there that give him plenty of range. And he's got, you know, swivels and hinges down at the leg, and I made sure to make them sturdy enough to support him because he doesn't look it, but he is a bit heavy. He's got some weight to him, so, you know, he needs to be able to stand. One thing I am a big fan of with him is his head, because again, experimenting, I wanted to give him a new head, something that didn't really look like anything else I'd done before, and I think it looks pretty cool. It's supposed to look like some kind of, I don't know, some kind of breathing helmet that he's got on, like this is some kind of respirator, and you know, you see his eyes in there, so that's kind of cool, in my opinion. I like how it looks. For his weapon, he gets what has become the standard issue rifle for my Autobot army, the S14, and that clips into his hand, and it's a rifle for most Autobots, but for him, it's really just a pistol, but it still looks good in his hand. Alright guys, until next time, I want to thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really like this video, feel free to subscribe or leave a comment and tell me what you thought of this guy. I would encourage you to read the description before leaving a comment, just because there's a couple channel rules there. I like to keep the comment section pretty family friendly. And that's about it. I've been M1NDbender, and I'll talk to you later.